in regards to coastal flooding and recurrent flooding, the New Orleans region, the coastal Louisiana region, is the #1 in the country for facing those issues, but the Norfolk Hampton Roads region is #2. And so there's a real urgency to having to address some of these flooding issues now, that you can't put it off into the future, because the recurrent flooding that we've predicted for the future is happening today.
I think that Hampton Roads region is in a unique position where they have to kind of address sea level rise, and they have to address sea level rise now. And so this program allows communities to encourage resilience through financial means, which seems like an easier way to frame the issue of sea level rise.
So when we say that the CRS program saves people money, it's saving money on several different levels, but mostly it goes to the individuals who buy flood insurance from the government. So depending on the ranking of your community, you might be saving between, I think, 0 and 40% on your flood insurance rates. 45? Okay.
Not every state is really great at the state level, and sometimes each city does things that shine that are different than in other instances, and it depends on where you are, because a city in Montana wouldn't have the same sort of flooding issues that a city in Virginia or another coastal state would have.
There are some communities that stood out as being very good at one particular thing. So, for example, Miles City, Montana, which I looked at, has a really great program for public information. That's not to say that it's the best in the country that we found, but it was the best one that I encountered.
For public-private partnerships, Maryland had something really interesting, in that Ocean City did a transfer of development rights program, which was really cool, that they were able to save beach dune area by creating a new zoning ordinance that allowed you to buy property technically in the dunes, but then those rights transferred to an area in the downtown.
I think you need to know what your locality is facing that's problematic for flooding first and foremost. You need to make sure that the citizens are on board with the planning process. You also need to make sure that you have enough expertise in your locality, or you have people you can reach out to that can help you get involved in the CRS program.
The program enhances resilience in communities, so the more prepared a community is, the more likely it is to save money when some sort of flood happens.
The really great part about working on this project was that we, as students, we're graduate students, we're not in the world yet, got to help a leading nonprofit in the realm of CRS. That Wetlands Watch has been recognized nationally for its expertise and knowledge in the community rating system. So help them make the community rating system in this region and nationally better.